One. First and foremost, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and infinite praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone. Peace and blessings be to the hopeful elect, man. Shalom. And this video is going to be on, identifying who Esau is, because, there's still people out here that, are confused on who Esau is, Esau, is a so-called white man that you see today. Right? That's his biblical nationality, right? Because no one in the Bible, or the reason you don't see, white or black, as a nationality in the Bible is because that's not a true nationality. Those are just man-made nationalities, I guess you could say, bywords. I guess you could say something like that. All right. But I'm going to go ahead and get to the scriptures. Let's go to Genesis chapter 25 and verse 25. And the first came out red all over, like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau, right? And you can clearly see that today, that the so-called white man, he's pretty red because his blood shows forth through his skin. Right? He's not actually, white like a piece of paper, nothing like that. They turn red, when they get out in the sun, when they get mad, get excited, whatever it is, they turn red. Sometimes shit, they even be red for no reason. But yeah, the point is, that this is talking about the so-called white man that you see today. A lot of people try to say that that Esau is the Arabs, when the Arabs' blood don't show forth through their skin. Arabs, actually have melanin. But all right, let's go to 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. All right, right? Esau, he's a cunning hunter. That's why you see the so-called white man, out there hunting and shit. They specialize in that. That's what they do. That's one of their, their blessings. And it says he was a man of the field. All right, and you can see that today. These white folks, they like to, be out in the open in nature and shit. Like to go and, in these different mountains and, different islands and fields and shit like that and hunt animals. That's what they do. They're men of the field. That's why after they kill an animal, they take a picture with it, like it's a trophy or something. All right, let's go to chapter 27. I'm going to start at verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, right, calm, and of the dew of the heaven from above, right? That's one of their blessings as well, the fatness of the earth. That's what they're ruling right now, you know what I'm saying? They have these different, they conquer these different lands. They have all the resources and all that, they're ruling, they have the fatness of the earth. And Isaac, his father, said, and by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion that thou shalt break his yoke off from the neck, right? And one of their other blessings is, the sword, the modern day gun, right? That's why, they have all these big ass different types of guns that you never even seen before, They stock up guns, they collect them and shit, you know what I'm saying? They're not like Jakes out here, you know what I'm saying? Necessarily using it for protection, you know what I'm saying? They using, or they like collect them, They like that shit, They know everything about a gun. Ask an Edomite about, the different, parts of a gun, how to take them apart and stuff like that. And I bet you he'll tell you exactly how to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's their blessing. Right? That's why they have the best military, etc. All right. Let's go to Job chapter 9. Yeah. All right, this is Job chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Right. And another thing I wanted to say, Esau is also known as the wicked in the Bible. And when it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, who do you see ruling today? You see the so-called white man ruling today, right? And to prove he's wicked, you could just see what he does today. You know what I'm saying? He's into bestiality. He's polluting the air, polluting the earth, fucking up all the water, etc. He's just a damn devil on earth. He's the wicked, right? And he covered the faces of the judges thereof, not wearing who is he, right? And the faces of the judges, or the judges were, like Yahweh Shah, you know what I'm saying, the disciples, the Israelites, you know what I'm saying, the Most High, right? He covered all their faces and whitewashed them, painted them all to be white man, to be a white man. And I'm gonna prove that Esau Edom is the wicked of the earth, or is the wicked that the Bible speaks of. This is Malachi 1:4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Right, and you see that, so today, building up America, which they're not, but we're building it up for them. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that, Yahweh Shah is going to come back and throw this shit down. But I'm going to continue reading. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw it down. Like I was saying, Yahweh Shah going to come back and throw this shit down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness and the people against whom the Lord hath an indignation forever, right? So, you know what I'm saying? The scripture says that Esau Edom is the border of wickedness. They're the wicked of the earth. Pursuant to Job chapter 9 and verse 24. Right? And the Lord had his indignation for them forever. Right? Which is mean a righteous hatred, if I'm not mistaken, righteous anger. All right. From here, let's go to Obadiah. All right. This is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the earth? Right, come. And this is clearly talking about Esau. You can see it today, you know what I'm saying? Who's the most prideful on earth? It's the so-called white man. Right, you get to talking about, you know what I'm saying, the genocide of the Native Americans, and they proud of that shit, you know? They think, that they think that, you know what I'm saying, they're the supreme race. You know what I'm saying? They think, that they really just, it's like I lost my train of thought. But the point is they think they're the supreme race, you know what I'm saying? That they're real prideful people. They take pride in what they do. You know what I'm saying? They take pride in their wickedness, Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy Salakia. I'm gonna read that over again. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Right, come. They exalt themselves as eagle, and you can clearly see that today. You know what I'm saying? On the back of the dollar bill, they even got like, what is it? The mascot of America, the American bald eagle or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So America, or these Edomites here, they exalt themselves as an eagle. And if I'm not mistaken, like, ancient, Babylon, the Greeks, or whatever, they exalted themselves as the eagle as well. You know what I'm saying? And they're really the same people back on earth today. You know what I'm saying? That people is not done away with. They didn't go extinct or anything like that. They're just reincarnated back on earth today because the scripture tells you that there's nothing new under the sun. So that kingdom is back on earth today. And the same people. All right, and from here, let's go to Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16. And they exalt themselves as the eagle. So I'm gonna make another point on that. You know what I'm saying? They let me go back to that scripture quick, Shalakia. Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, right? That's why they got these different these big ass skyscrapers and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty big. All right, we'll go back to this. This Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Come. So Esau is a profane fornicator. That's why he, has sex with animals. You know what I'm saying? Does the craziest, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the most profane fornicator on the earth, And as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright, right? Esau, back then he sold his birthright to Jacob for a piece of uncooked meat, And you can see that today because these white people, they eat, what is it, medium rare? We got blood in it and shit. And that's exactly how their forefather ate his meat back then, right? He wasn't patient. He was impatient, impatient, That's why he ate his meat like that. But hey, man, that's pretty much all I had to bring out. Lord willing, y'all was edifying. Hey, man, shalom.